Hi. So, um, today I want to talk a little bit about third spaces and shit. And I'll just start, okay? So, a few days ago, I was watching a movie, right? Dazed and Confused is the name, and it's a pretty simple fucking film. It's just about a bunch of high school students just hanging out and doing stuff. It's about doing alcohol consumption and partying together and trying to find dates and shit, like all that stuff. And I was also, I am a big fan of the show, the sitcom Friends, right? And in Friends, if you know, they have the fucking cafe, right? Like they hang out with each other all the time. And I was looking at as these things, I'm looking at these things, and I'm like, where the fuck are mine? Like, where are my hangouts? Where are my cafes? Like, where do I go for the only, for the sole reason of socialization? And I realized, oh, we don't have that anymore. We don't go to places to socialize anymore, right? um, the concept of third space is dead. If you don't know third space is basically everybody has a home. Then I hope you have a home, and everybody has a home, and then you have work or school, right? And then you used to have a third space where you would go to do stuff, right? Like when you were a kid, right? Or when, at least when I was a kid, I had spaces, right, where I could exist as an individual. Of course, you have school, then you have home. Then I used to go to tuition, right? So there's that, and I used to go to play in the fucking park and shit. And so there's that, right? And in all four of these places, I was meeting new people, right? I was socializing, and it was fun, right? We often forget that the greatest form of entertainment is actually talking to other human beings. That shit, the way that gives you the fucking dopamine in your head is just so fucking healthy and good, right? And you could hate your fucking life, I do that a lot, and then I just hang out with my friends, and suddenly I don't hate life anymore. It's oh, life actually has meaning, and the meaning is socialization. And all of these places, right, I made friends. Okay, not exactly at my home, because that's my family, but I had friends in school, I had friends in my tuition class, and I had friends when I used to go to play, right? And all of these people have kind of stayed with me forever, right? uh, but I was thinking, what happened to that stuff now? Why don't we have that space anymore? Like, all we do now is go to work, right? Or wherever, and school, right? And then we sit in a fucking car and come back home. Yeah, and then we just stay at home, right? Or even traveling in public transportation now is a little bit different than how it used to be a decade ago or 2 decades ago, right? And so I was thinking, where is the third space now? And then it kind of hit me that, oh shit, Instagram is the new third space. Or social media is the new third space. Think about it. Like, that's where you are now, right? Yeah, technically you're at your home, but really you are at Instagram now. That's where you're interacting with your friends, that's where you're trying to find new people, even though you're failing at it. And that's the new third space. That's where now your new identity is, right? At the school, I am this fucking maniac, right? Doing weird shit with my friends and shit. And at home, I'm this good little kid. And in my tuition, I'm just a little fucking nerd who doesn't talk to anybody. And in the park, I'm a horrible athlete. And similar to that, now we have a persona for Instagram, right? And it's so weird because I think this is why people feel lonely now, because you don't have a third space anymore for offline interaction, right? Sure, you have offline friends, right? And I'm not gonna say that offline friends, or sorry, online friends. Sorry, I'm not gonna say online friends are not real, right? I have some very good friends that are exclusively online, but I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had to choose between a life where all of my friends are online but I have no friends offline, or if all of my friends are offline and I have no friends online, I would take the latter 100 times out of 100. right? Like, so it's like now people have become like, all they do now is just they work, they stay at home, and they are on social media. And this has also affected our hobbies a lot. Like, you ever have a conversation with somebody and you ask them like what your hobbies are, and you see them fucking melt, bro. Like, oh shit, this person does not do anything. All they do is um look at other people's lives, fake lives on Instagram. That's all they do now. They watch a bunch of like reels or TikToks or whatever, and like they pretend to be this cool person and text a bunch of people that don't really care about him, and that's all they do now, right? Like, what happened to hobbies, bro? Like, okay, my hobbies, right? I have hobbies now, believe it or not. Like, I mean, they're not like real hobbies, but they're kind of like, I watch movies, I read books, I watch shows and shit, and like I lift. I think those are hobbies, right? I'm a little bit into fashion and stuff. That's a hobby, and it's like like I need to stop targeting Instagram, bro. Okay, social media has kind of fucked our socialization completely, right? And I think this is where the whole loneliness epidemic kind of comes from. Not just male loneliness epidemic, but like humanity's loneliness epidemic in general, right? Like, I think people on social media are not able to come to this conclusion yet, but like, and so we are just blaming stupid things. Like, we're blaming like, oh, men are creepy and shit, and like, um what else, like, oh yeah, it's natural selection, right? And it's like, okay, creepy men have always been there, weird people have always been there in this, on this earth. So like, what the fuck are you talking about? That is not the reason why people are lonely now, okay? And it's like, of course, since this whole discourse is happening online, they cannot really understand that the fact that they're online is the reason why you're lonely now. And it's like, and the thing is, companies love this shit. Companies love the fact that you don't have hobbies, that you don't go somewhere. Now you are just looking at your phone, right? Like, of course, the company that owns the social media platform, aka Zuckerberg, he loves it, right? That motherfucker. And like, government loves it because now they can plant ideas into your head, right? Advertising agencies love it, right? Like, everybody loves it because they can curate your online experience, they can decide what they want to show you. And like, I think that's the problem, that we don't have third spaces, and I think we need to bring those back. Just my opinion. Like, now, like, social media has kind of fucked this up so bad, like, that you feel weird if somebody tries to talk to you offline now. Like, it just feels weird, like it's wrong or some shit, like it's not supposed to be there. And it's just, yeah, I think that's what we need to do, bring back a third space. So like I think the new gym renaissance we're having is pretty good for that. Like, now people actually are at a third place, right? It's the gym. And I think that's great. That allows people to have like, understand and realize a completely new aspect about themselves. Like, now there's a new thing for them to be nerdy about, or new way for them to make friends, right? A new aspect of life that they can surround the rest of their life around. I think that's pretty good, and I think we need to do that more. Like, bring back more stuff. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we gotta, right? Um, because we need new friends. Everybody needs new friends, and we need to be more comfortable in talking to people around us, because they are the people around us, if that makes any sense. On social media, you're trying to talk to people who are way more like, way far away from you, and like, if your phone dies, you're just lonely again, bro. Like, yeah, I think we need to bring back third spaces, and we need to use Instagram less. I'm not gonna say like stop social media, because, but I do feel like social media has fucked it up so bad that now the online discourse, like, there was a time when social media was new, that online conversation were based off of offline interests, right? Like, when you went to a text forum, like, I was not alive back then, whatever, but like, when you went to these texting websites, right? um what what did they call them? I don't even remember, like MSN and shit, right? the thing you could talk about, the things you could talk about were your offline interests, right? If you are into movies, you could talk to other people about movies. If you are into lifting, you could talk to other people about lifting. But now it has been fucked up so bad that our offline conversations now are influenced by our online interests now, where it's like what you consume on the internet decides how you're going to talk to people offline, right? And like also based on that is actually like it can actually morph how you look at people. Like if you look at the degenerate content that Instagram tries to push, then your sense of the offline world completely changes, right? And I think we need to bring back the real world more a little bit, because I miss that feeling. I miss the feeling of going out and knowing, like coming back home, or like I'm about to go back home from school, and I know, holy fuck, in an hour I'm getting back out of the house, and I'm like chilling with my friends, I'm meeting them again. Like it used to be so fucking fire, but we just don't have it anymore. Yeah, that's all I really had to say. Yeah, goodbye, I guess. Maybe I'll talk about something else in the next video whenever the fuck I drop it, I don't know.